Hello, this is Valerie, and we are outside on my patio where it is hot. It's only 99 degrees. Woohoo! We're under 100. Don't tell anybody. Anyway, um, just wanted to take a moment and do our next installment on favorite podcasts. I watch a lot of podcasts. I watch more podcasts than I've ever watched of any TV ever, but um, I really like the ones that make me feel like I'm sitting and having a cup of coffee or, just chatting with someone, and I don't know, it's kind of cool. So, today's podcast I want to talk about first is Chevy Rail stuff. Um, I can't tell you when I started watching Chevy or Chevis. I absolutely love her. I love this stuff room. Um, I've been able to hug her neck in person, and that was super cool. And one day, maybe I'll get to hug Dan's neck because he's an awesome rad human. Um, yeah, just she's my kind of people. And I from her found quite a few podcasts. So I'm going to talk about some of those. So one of them is Distant Stitches. That's Sue. And oh man, Sue's partner. Why can I not? I can see her face. I can. She likes to use her loom. She moved, but now she just moved back. So they might start podcasting again because it's been a little bit. Um, they might even go back to the. I doubt it, but it was Distant Stitches because they were no longer together. Sorry, my pepper plant wants to be in the video. Um, so, yeah, Distant Stitches on YouTube is another one that I really like. And Sue's best friend is Benta, who is Arctic Crafts by Benta. She's from Norway. Just adore Benta. And she was dying, and I love her yarn. And I've made so many things with her yarn in it, and she's not selling her yarn anymore, and I totally understand because I made that same decision myself in 2014, 2013. I stopped dyeing entirely, I closed my business entirely, stopped designing, stopped, it just wasn't a good fit for me anymore. So I get it. And then, another from that I met through Chevis is Aquila, which is a Lefty Knitter podcast, and y'all know I talk about her and Hazel all the time, and John, but the three of them, and there's another daughter, but I haven't met her in person that I now remember, but anyway, they're just rad humans, just absolutely rad humans, and the world is an infinitely better place because they're in it. And my world specifically is infinitely better because they're in it. And I just love her podcast. I love that she just does whatever crafty things she may get up to. I love that she allows herself to do just whatever she's in the mood for. She's in the mood for knitting, she knits. If she wants to paint, she paints. And what a lovely way to live. And then I also wanted to talk because this other podcast, I just gained so much joy. I don't know how many of you used to watch DunderKnit. I loved Caroline with DunderKnit. Loved that podcast so much. I even go back and rewatch it sometimes just because it was so good. And for me, there's two podcasts that are really close to the same level of enjoyment as DunderKnit was, and one of them is Skeins of Dreams, Miga. I'm excited I'm gonna meet Miga when I go to New York. Super excited for that. And Miga, she loves to knit garments, and so do I. And there's so many podcasters out there that talk about socks, which is great. Knit all the socks if that's your thing, and wonderful, and I support it. But having someone who has the same passion for the same type of knitting that brings me great joy, that it's just a special kind of makes me happy. And then also is Crayabea, and I found Skeins of Dreams through Crayabea, and adore both of them very, very, very much. And they're both gonna be at Rhinebeck, and I'm pretty excited about that. Anyway, so there'll be more of these. I will bring more and talk about more. But I wanted to have a little quick conversation about why I watch podcasts. Why do I have them on? I like it. I like it better than the news for sure. But when I am working, I work in a call center from home, and so having background noise that is like a companion kind of makes it a little less negative vibes, I guess. It's easier to get yelled at in one ear when you're being talked to really nice in the other ear. So a lot of podcasts I just listen to while I'm at work, and then if there's something important, I'll replay it. So right or wrong, that's what the grocery girls get. I've turned them on while I'm at work, and they're playing in the background, and I may hear something I want to look up later, or I may not, and that's okay. It's positivity in what can be a negative space. Doing customer service is not always the most positive. So, the other reason is I like learning how other people make things, like what works for them and what doesn't. So in that effort, if there's some interest, I'm thinking about doing a one-off, just a specific pattern, and going through and what did I do, what did I change, did I use a pattern. So taking each one of the sweaters I've made to date, one at a time, once a month, and doing a video that's really in depth. What yarn did I use? Why did I choose that yarn? Why did I choose that color? What needle size did I choose? Why did I choose that needle size? What fabric did it give me? If I were going to make it again, would I do that again? What changes would I might make if I were to make it again? And I think I want to do that to get a little bit more in the vein of what DunderKnit did, because I feel like no one can replace her at all. But that was the best part about it, is that I could watch that podcast and find patterns that I might want to make. And I might want to make them because of the reasons I want to know if a pattern is written well. I want to know if it was a nightmare to get through, or if the pattern somehow took something that was so complicated and made it super easy. Sorry, pepper plant still wants to be in the screen. And so that's my plan. If you guys are interested in any way, let me know, and I will plan to do that. If there's no interest, I don't know that I really want to go and create a video to have 3 people watch it. So I'm thinking about it for sure. I'm just not entirely certain that that's what I want to do. So I hope you all have a great night, and thanks for watching. Bye.